Hello everyone and welcome back to Media Studies Pro. In our past lessons, we've covered chroma lighting and green screen setups. Today, we're diving into another crucial technique in filmmaking, blue screen lighting. It's an amazing tool for replacing backgrounds and creating incredible visual effects. While it's similar to using a green screen, a blue screen comes with its own unique challenges and benefits. Getting the lighting right is absolutely essential to avoid shadows, prevent color spill, and make your post-production keying process a breeze. So let's break down exactly how to light a blue screen like a pro. The most important principle is to light the blue background as evenly as possible. If your lighting is uneven, you'll get shadows and hot spots, which are a nightmare to deal with when you try to replace the background later. The secret is to use soft, diffuse light sources. Think softboxes or large LED panels. These will give you that smooth, uniform color across the entire screen. Whatever you do, avoid pointing hard lights directly at the blue screen. They create harsh reflections and unwanted glare that will ruin your shot. Next up, you have to separate your subject from the background. This is a non-negotiable step. You can achieve this by using rim lights or backlights. These lights create a very subtle, clean outline around your subject. Why is this so important? It stops that blue color from spilling onto your subject's hair, shoulders, and clothes. Even a tiny amount of blue spill can mess with skin tones and make the keying process much harder. So remember, separation is key to a clean, professional look. Now, let's talk about the gear. When you're choosing lights for your blue screen setup, LED panels and softboxes are your best friends. LEDs are fantastic because they give you precise control over both the intensity and the color temperature of your light. A classic, effective setup involves placing two soft lights on the background. To keep it uniform, one key light to illuminate your subject, and a rim light or backlight to create that crucial separation we just talked about. But it's not just about the lights. Your camera settings are a huge part of the equation too. You'll want to keep your ISO as low as possible to minimize any digital noise in the image. Also, make sure your white balance is set correctly and remains consistent throughout the shoot. If your shot is overexposed or the color temperatures don't match between your subject and the background, you're just creating more problems for yourself in post-production. So when would you choose a blue screen over a green one? Blue screens are often the better choice if your subject is wearing green clothing or holding green props. Blue is also sometimes easier to key for night scenes or darker shots because it is less reflective than green and tends to blend more naturally with shadows and dark environments. Let's quickly go over some common mistakes to avoid. First, using uneven lighting that creates shadows or gradients on the screen. Second, placing your subject too close to the background, which is the #1 cause of color spill. Third, mixing different color temperatures for your background and subject lights. And finally, using reflective props or clothing that can pick up those blue tones from the screen. So, to summarize everything, successful blue screen lighting requires just a few key things, even diffuse lighting on the background, proper separation of your subject with a rim or backlight, consistent camera settings, especially your ISO and white balance, and avoiding any reflective surfaces that might catch the blue light. The great news is you don't need a massive Hollywood studio to do this. Even with a small home setup, you can achieve professional-looking results using simple LED panels and softboxes. A great way to learn is to watch films and behind-the-scenes tutorials to see how lighting truly affects the final key and the overall visual effect. And that's our lesson for today on blue screen lighting. I hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, please give this video a like, share it with a fellow creator, and subscribe to Media Studies Pro for more tutorials on filmmaking and camera lighting. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.